Top of the morning to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Had a good night rest. For any of you I saw last night at the live on the other channel, hello again. Just a pop-up live. I got to reseason this carbon steel pan, and figured I'd bring y'all along. So I got some taters out. Got the Liang Ma kitchen knife in, getting ready to slap some res block and water in the AFM, do a quick bong rip or two with y'all, and then get to seasoning this pan. It just takes a while, so I figured I'd hang out with y'all while I did it. So oh, god damn it, forgot to plug audio. So give it a second here, guys, and let me know how the audio is. Hopefully it'll shift and get better. But one of the things I use using my water-involved devices is res block. What's up, brother? Jerbs and Shady. Good morning. Sound is good? Right on. Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen. I use that term loosely. Kid. Love y'all. But yeah, res block is it's actually vegetable based. Just put a few drops in the bottom before you put your water in, and it helps stop the gooey black and brown resin from showing up on the sides of your bong so quickly, and much easier to come off, more importantly. But put that over there instead of making y'all stare at my butt. But good to see y'all. Having a good end of your week so far, I hope. No gentleman. What's up, Neil? Good morning, man. But yeah, this stuff makes cleanup a lot easier. Perfect. Just below the honeycomb there on the ash catcher, Mav glass ash catcher, and an alien flower monkey. Don't know if you can make out the alien there on the, oh, hey now, the alien there on the side or not. But this one I fill up about to the bottom of that glass rod right there. Perfect. So what y'all working on today? The rig cleaner I were talking about. That is, oh, let me get that back in the fridge. Well, there's actually two. Both of them are made by the same company. It's called Formula 710. It's made by Formula 420, if you've ever used that. And this is the instant. It's got salt in it, basically. I just use this and salt. But this is, it's got a different cleaner in it when it comes. We're down to just the salt in the bottom. No, this is what you use more for packs. So when I say pack, I'm talking about what most people would call the bowl on your bong. This is really good at scrubbing the crap off of it. This is more for the other pieces that just have a little bit of brown film on them from pulling tar out of the smoke. But Formula 710, great stuff. That stuff makes life so easy. The predecessor to it, Formula 420, it was game changing. And then when people started doing dabs, it wasn't working so well on the residue left behind on dabs. So they reformulated it for Formula 710, which if you take 710, the reason it's 710, and flip it on its head, it's oil. So It's to deal with the oily residue left behind by dabs. A whole lot of nothing, Neil, right? Bless. What's up, brother? Good morning. Yeah, only off today, then back on it. But today we buffing. Right on. Tomorrow we grind. Puffing today, tomorrow you grind. Right on, brother. Love that. Knew it was numbers. Need to get some. The rigs are nasty. Yeah. 710 will take care of it. And like I said, if you need a more instant, get a bottle of the blue too, and it'll help. But if you just need a little bit of extra scrubbing, pour a little bit of salt in with it, and it'll help you scrub it off. So, rig should be ready to go. There we go. Get your K clip on. If you don't know what these are, Keck clip is a part of the scientific rig. So scientific glass to hold the different parts together. You use these clips in different sizes. It helped keep your ash catcher from coming off if you go to pull this and your pack sticks in it or something. But working with that salmon belly still. So really good daytime for me. I like it. Let me get this in. I got to get that burner turned on and get the pan heating up. Get some oil and salt in it. And then I got to start peeling taters. Got to get another pan on full of water so I can take the meat of the taters and boil that and make some mashed taters. And the skins are all I need to season the pan. So that'll be that. But yeah, it just takes like 45 minutes to an hour to do the seasoning part. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. And if you don't fill your pack quite all the way up and you wipe off the dust, all those trichromes that the build up around the edge, you won't get that black gooey mess around it. But the biggest thing to stop that is don't pack your bowl while it's still warm. Let it cool all the way off, or have a second pack and rotate. Cheers, Brother Don. Who uses flaxseed oil? I use avocado oil. But yeah, flaxseed oil is another good high temp oil. Different oils will apply different colors too. The second bubbler? Oh, yeah, a recycler, ash catcher. This thing is, in order to keep this really clean, these two together make it so easy to clean this rig. Just a couple drops of that 710. Splash it around here first, and then pour that into this. You can clean both of these rigs with just a little bit, and then pour some of the instant cleaner with the grit, or pour some salt into the actual pack. And then a little bit of 710. Block up both holes, sit there, shake it for like 60, 90 seconds. And it'll get a lot of that junk out. You'll have to go at it 2 or 3 times to get a pack clean, usually, if you've used it to any degree. But it's a whole lot easier than hot water and rubbing alcohol. It just works better, for me at least. My experience. I've only got 40 years of experience, over 40 years of experience, though. But cheers, y'all. There you go. Take you up there. I'm gonna get the peeling. But what you working on today, Bless? Sorry if that's loud, guys. There's no easy way to turn the turn the mic off on this. Get me enough to make a nice batch of mashed taters. That ought to do. We can actually, we're going to be dicing up about that many taters. Make me some biscuits and fried taters. Put some mustard on them. But man, do these vertical lives drive y'all nuts? Because it's the only way the chat stays up. I finally figured out why YouTube pushes them so hard, because it actually works better for us as the content creator. It also, you have to go vertical if you're going to have somebody on, like when Bless and I were on Sunday. Which, by the way, had a great time with you, Brother Don. Love to do that with you again soon. Been thinking about painting my kitchen yellow. Currently Halloween orange with black jam. Right on. Doesn't bother you? I don't mind the color yellow. It actually brightens up this kitchen a lot. I don't at all like this. I'm sure it's probably 1950s or 60s. It's paneling, actually. It looks like wallpaper, but it's paneling. So, give me some oil in there. I forget how much oil, so I'm just going to use it all. No, well, that looks like a bit excessive. No, it's not, because them potatoes are going to, I know it's about I want to say it's about a quarter cup I'm supposed to put in. Oh, and that was all of it anyway. But yeah, the one of the roommates made a ravioli in the pan. So boiled the ravioli, I think, maybe in it. I'm not sure. But then they threw the ravioli in there and tried to build a lemon butter sauce, which apparently they didn't know. You don't do that in cast iron or carbon steel, because it'll take it'll absolutely strip your seasoning off. So this thing looked almost like new. There's a couple little brown specks on it, but that's it. Oh, right on, brother. Had I thought about it, I'd have sent you a notice I was going to jump on a quick live today, because it took me about a half hour to set up and get everything brought in. But damn, this Leon my knife is fucking razor. Like a damn laser beam. But sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time, guys. Try to do a little bit more, but yeah, I will end up losing a thumb. There we go. Oh, and I forgot to get the other pan going with water. Damn it. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm going to have with mashed potatoes, but I don't want to waste the potatoes. So, last time I made fried potatoes with them. This time I'm going mashed. Make me some garlic mash. Oh, hey, you actually work for once, but it's the wrong burner. Normally that burner don't come on. Doesn't like to light up on its own. Let's see. Bong rip again. And cast iron up all the time. Yeah. Is one of the reasons I don't like cast iron so much, and I have to keep it in mind when I'm using the carbon steel too. If you're just used to having stainless steel or non-stick pans, yeah. But yeah, I'll probably have some mashed potatoes with some of the leftover lentil stew. Sounds good, actually. It's a little bit warmer today. I think we're in the 20s. 27. Balmy. I may throw on some shorts in a bit. Oh shit. I forgot I got to start get some potato skins in there. Start getting a lot of tater skins in there. And of course, chop the taters so I get some nice lumpy mashed potatoes. Gotta get some salt in there too. But more important is the tater skins. But yeah, if you didn't know, the pulling off the seasoning with citrus or other acidic foods, including tomatoes, all kinds of stuff you don't think about as acidic. That's why when it comes to cast iron and this carbon steel, I'm going, I intend only to use it for like meats, for like high temp sauteing and things I need to kind of go from stovetop to oven with. That's the forte of this particular pan. It can be fairly non-stick, but from what I've read and heard from chefs, it's not the best choice for things like eggs and sticky foods. Anytime, you're always better off going with a non-stick. So just always have. It's kind of like hammers or pew-pews or knives or anything else. It's a right tool for the job. So it's part of an arsenal, not a one-tool solution. Oh, almost threw those in the wrong pan. Oh, I miss having my towel I throw over my shoulder. I use way more paper towels. Honestly, I haven't learned to use stainless correctly. Oh, I hate stainless too. 60 degrees down there, Neil? Damn. Oh, no, is that 80? 60. It's not 60. Cast iron equals a clock. I need to. Oh, forgot the damn salt too. Shit, I'm fucking up like new money. Salt. Of course, kosher salt. There we go. And kick that down a little bit. But yeah, like cast iron, like a good big cast iron skillet for fried potatoes, for doing chicken thighs, and like a nice bronze chicken thighs with whatever sauce, as long as it's not acidic. But there are certain things that cast iron just absolutely excels at. And so I've got, a big old skillet for that. The only thing missing in this kitchen, and I have one out in the barn somewhere of my own. I need to get the roommates a big old, like 6-quart cast iron Dutch oven for some of the stuff that it sounds like they want to learn to cook. So pick one of those up at some point to add to their arsenal. Unless I find mine in the barn first, in which case I'll bring it in so they can try it first. But that's one of those things I think everybody should have. If you don't have a cast iron Dutch oven to fry chicken in and make just those stews where you need to like brown a whole chicken breast or chicken thigh and then throw in your mirepoix and all that, and build up a dish. Indispensable. It's absolutely one of the things I've been missing a lot around here. So, like I said, I'll pick one up at some point for them if I don't find mine first to bring in and use myself and see if they like it as well. I'm honestly surprised. Neither one of them at least has one, if not both of them. Man, good sharp knife makes it so easy to take off almost nothing on a potato, although I really need the skins to do their job in that skillet over there. But yeah. Like I say, the mechanics on these Liang Nas by White River they're different than my Western knives, but still do a hell of a job. It's a very minor ergonomic correction to get used to. Just as effective with these as I am with. Yeah, it's still on. Make sure that burner's still going. As I am with my dogwoods or, one of the budget knives I grew up using. A few that we sanded super smooth and seasoned. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some folks on YouTube doing that. Never tried it myself. I also saw a thing where they tried, they tried doing that and then leaving it rough and seasoning both the same and all of that. And the rough one actually released just as well as the really well sanded one, according to them. I don't see how it could, especially on some things like eggs. I'm like, damn, you get a perfectly smooth surface for eggs because, I mean, the nonstick, the death of it is if you overheat it or scratch it someplace and it starts getting rough. I don't know if it's not PTFE. Nobody uses that because it's a forever chemical anymore. But whatever the replacement is, I don't know if it's still on that surface and just pocked up from overheating and use or what, but yeah. Oh yeah. Slowly turning bronze. I want to see. Come on, guys. Do your job. Oh, what kills me is this thing actually, it doesn't have the chemicals on it anymore. This is like the third time it's been seasoned. I might be able to eat those because once they start looking and smelling like a potato chip, I want to eat them. And I am going to throw one of the handfuls of chunks of potato in there before I'm done. Only got 2 more potatoes after the one I'm currently working on, and then I'll be done with this, guys. We'll stop and take another social after that. And get on with this seasoning. But yeah, a while back I got this bendable arm tripod thingy for holding the phone during lives. And man, I'm loving this thing. There's one that has a ball mount at the head that gives a little bit of extra maneuverability without having to rebend it or anything. I think I might pick one of those up for too long. Because at the end of the day, this one was originally picked up so I could attach it to the bed of the truck for outdoor shooting. But if I get the indoor solution figured out too, I'll need them both rather than bending the shit out of it constantly. So there we go. You got big plans for the weekend? Anybody do anything fun? I think it's next weekend that Spirit of the Blade's going on down in Ohio. I need to call Pizza and make sure he and Pan Pizza are going to be heading down still, and make sure I can still catch a ride with them if they are. Head down to Troy, Ohio for that. Went last year. It was a nice time. Unfortunately, Byron's not going to be able to make it down this year, which sucks. Always love seeing Byron. Good guy. Good guy. And funny. I like hanging out with Byron, like having lunch with him. Miss having lunch with him a lot more often from when I lived down there, but do not miss Indiana much otherwise than my friends and family that are there. Because Indiana's not a legal state. I couldn't be doing this with y'all if I was still in Indiana. I would still have the first channel. And we would probably be making people uncomfortable by talking about it there. But I like this better. One more. This tater's got a butt. Butt tater. Bow. Bow. Oh, B&A, hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Cast Dutch oven, chicken. Oh yeah, brother, absolutely. A BLT, yeah, in a skillet. Great to see you, B&A. Hey, brother Josh, wonderful you can make it, man. Just working on 4 knives. Happy birthday too, brother. Yeah, 42. You are officially the answer to life, the universe, and everything, my friend. Congratulations. It's been a long road this far, but you should have everything figured out now, right? There we go. Done with the sizzling. I hit this with a fair amount of garlic salt. Ha-pow. Let that go. Give you a stir. How are you ladies doing in here? Good morning. Some of y'all starting to look like potato chips. Oh, yeah. Go to grab that motherfucker like it's the non-stick pan and think I'm gonna flip it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this bitch weighs 4.5 pounds. What's up, guys? Working and lurking? Right on, brother. Lurk away. Could roast a pepper on the burner. I used to do it on the flat top at the last place. And then we had this clay you could clean up after, but the better way to do it was to jack your oven up as high as it'll go and throw them in there on a cookie sheet. Just bake the shit out of them. I don't mind the flat top once I got used to using it. I like that a lot better than the standard electric stove, but this thing's kind of interesting. It's gas cooktop, but electric oven. So, it works, even when the electricity's out, we can cook on the stovetop. You just got to light it manually. But, we done over there. So let's do one of these. Yeah. This is the way every life should go, honestly. This is how we do it. Oh, excuse me, guys. Whoa. I don't remember if it's a double tap or what on the mic. There's a button I can hit, I think, to mute it, question mark. Not sure. Possibly. Oh, now it's starting to smell like potato chips up in this bitch. Yeah. Get rid of that shiny gray stuff. Get these boiling over here. Pow. But yeah, we're talking recently about TV chefs and all of that on the live. Rachel Ray, one of the things I love from her, she innovates in the kitchen as far as, she's hawking gear, but little thing, I've seen wooden ones, but until she came out with this, it has a little hook so you can hang it on a pot or a skillet and not have to lay it down. It hangs over there and any sauce or whatever that's on it drips down and back into the pot. Awesome stuff. I love that thing. And then she's got another thing that's a kitchen towel. Like I said, I usually have a towel over my shoulder when I'm in the kitchen. But she got the kitchen towel that the corners of it have pockets, so you can put your hand in it to reach into the oven and grab a casserole or whatever out. And love those things too. So she got a few things, and I know the roommates have some of her dishes and stuff, which are well made. So it's all imported crap, but innovative imported crap. Kush cake, love that one. Saw some man, take these fucking things off to read. My love goes on your side of the screen. Exactly. White truffle for Gons. Yep, works with no power. I got a teakwood chair that got wrecked by a standing dead poplar. Going to make some kitchen knife strips for the wall with rare earth magnets. Yeah, I don't know if we can see them. Not you guys can just barely see it in the corner of your screen. I showed it to you in the box, but it's up on the wall now, so the damn designs are back up on it over there. Yeah. It's behind all my little mic icons and everything on the screen. But yeah, there's a little bit better view of it. I think it was like $12 on the Zon, and that thing is strong. I mean, listen to this thing grab a knife, man. Little fucker. Still makes me a bit jumpy when it grabs onto it and pulls into it. I'm like, damn. And you can't tell whether I can't see any seams in the wood or obvious pockets where they put the knife or the magnet in. But very cool. Yeah, I am thinking about getting a big teakwood cutting board ingrain cutting board to go on the island here. I love my plastic most of the time, but recording on plastic looks cheap, makes the knives look cheap too. And so I've got the one from Byron that he sent me. Thank you again, Brother Byron, if you happen to see this. But it's, this big, and I need one that's basically the size of the island. Or not the size, but about twice the size of the one that I got from Byron. I hide the magnets in from the back. Oh yeah, I mean, if you're going to do, I assume that this is just two really nicely paired pieces of wood that I'm just not seeing. But I mean, the grain is going the run out and everything on the grain. It just looks like one piece of wood that's just magically super magnetic. I put it up there with a 3M strip, so I don't think I'm getting it down anytime soon so I can look at it again. But a beautiful piece, other than, it's branded. Could live without that, but so be it. But yeah, man. But yeah, just a nice piece of teak with nobody would ever know that there's magnets in it if you just put them in from behind. Like I said, I don't know why they didn't. It should have been obvious. I didn't expect it to be as well crafted as it ended up being. So, right on, guys. Take care, brother. Be safe on the job site. We'll talk to you soon, man. Getting a phone call. Go away. I don't know anybody from Monroeville, Ohio. I don't think. But, yeah. Another banger. Stir my taters. I guess we can turn you guys up. I'll get you boiling already. But yeah, you gonna build some. How many? You got a nice kitchen knife set up? Do you, BNA? Brother Keith, good morning, man. You enjoying your week off? I hope. Hopefully you're doing some fun stuff and not just all work around the house that you're behind on and working in the shop. Although, like I said, I told folks about that big old chopper you got that you made out of the file, the Nicholson file that you got going on. Was hawking that a little bit for you last night, but I forgot to bring it up on Instagram when I got over there. I said I would, and I forgot to just now. I realized it. Looks like a big old chopper, though. Big old sweat blade on it. Yeah, it does. But good to hear a little of both. I was afraid you'd just end up working around the house the whole week you had off, man. Even though I know you were out in the shop some, but that always sometimes seems like work too. So, but I was hoping maybe you were getting fish camp set up or something like that. By the way, let me know, DM me when you got details for spring hunting class. I'll get set up for that. I said me and at least one of the roommates I know wants to come. Oh, yeah. I'll probably still throw these away. My brain still doesn't trust that they aren't full of heavy metal. And my brain's probably already full of heavy metals, which is why it thinks that. So. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. But, you know, I live in the Midwest, and most of our water's full of something heavy metal. And not the good way. Call it heavy metal. Oh, yeah. How you guys doing? You starting to boil yet? You ain't boiling. Come on. I'm not going to know. I should have had it boiling before I put them in. I have a Victorinox kitchen knife, a small German paring knife, a cleaver, and an old butcher knife. Get rid of all the junk, but have nothing really nice. I mean, the small German paring knife could be something nice. Cleaver could be nice, especially an old cleaver. That's an old cleaver. I would love to. I've always dreamed of running into one of those at an estate sale or something that they just didn't know they had. Some, big old, 1/4-inch thick German butcher cleaver. Cheap set of Cuisinart knives for everyday, handmade Japanese knives for real cooking. There you go, Neil. Right on. Yeah, like I said, the damn designs aren't where the roommate intends to land. They just, they're just like, it's such an insane price. I had a Dexter, a Frost, and a Spyderco counter puppy that I left out here for anybody to use. And then the nice ones, if they wanted to use, like these Liang Ma's, they are absolutely in love with. So, they want to get nicer knives, but for something to leave out all the time and, to check these out because they were so insanely cheap. Those are what's out here now. So eventually this will get nicer and nicer and nicer. There we go. You're thinking about boiling at least. She's developing some color back to that skillet. Thing about boiling, right on. You scored a pretty old cleaver in an antique shop. There's a story. We'll send pics. Oh, right on. Yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about, Donnie. Yeah, on something like a cleaver. I mean, somewhere I've had like a cheap Chinese cleaver I bought at an Asian market for like $8. And I mean, it was a thick, for being a smaller cleaver, it was fairly thick. So I'd do chickens and the stuff I needed to do, trimming up rack of ribs, stuff like that. But it wasn't, what I think of when I think cleaver. If y'all have ever seen Matt Gentry has this giant, it's got a freaking long handle on it, and it's a cleaver head that looks like it's about 16, 18 inches long. It's a pig chopper. It's something like a butcher would use to split a carcass in half. That thing looks stupid fun. If I only worked in an abattoir or something. Although the way this motherfucker is littered with deer, I may have to turn the barn into a part-time abattoir like next fall. Slaughterhouse, by the way. If you don't know what the term abattoir means, not to sound patronizing, but I just throw the term around and assume everybody knows what it means. The killing floor, actually, of the slaughterhouse is what the abattoir, I think, was. Memory serves, which memory doesn't serve terribly well anymore. Which is burn, baby, burn. Hog splitters are rat. But yeah, Matt, I think it was one of Matt's design contest things, like build along design contest. Keith did one the first year I remember seeing it. Keith did the build along with that kick-ass little caping knife that Thrasher had one. I think Troy may have one. There's a few of them out in the community. But yeah, Matt does a different design every year as a build along. Or I think it may be a group of knife makers. I don't think it's just Matt, but I know Matt's involved. We're at that point where the potatoes are whistling. I love that. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Just a non-stop whistle. Kitchen ASMR. Me beating up a carbon steel skillet while potatoes whistle at you. But good to see y'all in here. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day and getting your extra bong rip or two in while we're having a live here. I was just getting ready to say, much love to Brother Gerbs if you're still in here. You lost power there for a sec? That sucks. But glad it's back on. But hopefully you're doing well, Brother Gerbs. Much love to you. You built an Arkansas toothpick in a build-off a few years ago. That was neat. That sounds cool. I'd love to see that one of these days when you're on one of my lives, man. Pull that fucker out. Let me see that pig sticker. If your bowl, have an extra bowl. Need to get a bowl for your bong? You mean the actual, the pack bowl? You missing one? I would say I also have a really small, it's called a dry ash catcher. So there's no water in it. You don't get any extra diffusion, but it pulls most of the ash out of the smoke stream. I've got another one this side. I always have a backup because even though I'm not all that bad about breaking my shit, I let my friends use my pieces and they tend to break my stuff. And I do on a rare occasion. But nothing is worse than not having the piece of your rig you need when you need it. So like when the technology upgrades, like this recycler, so you don't end up getting the vapor lock that pushes water up the stem of either here or here. So sometimes it'll get to the bottom of your pack if things aren't designed right here and stuff. There's a bunch of engineering that goes into doing this part right. So the one that this replaced actually had that problem, but the pack set up high enough that it would just get to the bottom of the pack and you'd get this joint wet right here. But it never got all the way up to where the green is because of the type of bowls, the type of packs that I like. Has double wall and there's a gap in there. So the place where the weed sits is even higher up. If it were a solid pack, you could get it much shorter, much more compact, but then in those type of ash catchers, you ran the risk of actually getting your bowl wet. And this is actually a really affordable rig. Alien Flower Monkey, like some of their bigger, more intricate pieces can get a little pricier, but I mean, $250 is probably the top, maybe $300 top end on an AFM. This piece was $100. And it's a Swiss perk, so those holes go all the way through. There's basically a little glass capsule inside, and then a tube outside, and then they poke holes between them and fuse those holes together. So it forms a tube between them, and it turns into a bunch of little tunnels. So it's almost like a Plinko board, forcing the smoke to take these paths to go. It just greatly increases the surface area because the smoke has to travel such a longer path. It's not like super diffused, but with a little bit of extra diffusion, like a barrel matrix down there in the bottom. A bunch of little slits all the way around that barrel shaped piece that comes in from the tube there on the down stem. Goes straight into that barrel matrix. The smoke then turns into smaller bubbles, hits the top of the water, refuse into a smoke stream, go up that path of the Swiss perk, and then into your face. And then there's just a honeycomb down in the bottom of this with a shower head in the bottom there. So you get basically 4 sets of diffusion as it goes. And this also adds a much longer path to that smoke stream. So it's really nice and cool by the time it gets to your face. It's got to be 420 somewhere. So yeah, die-hard fan of ash catchers. If you like bong rips and you don't have an ash catcher, it makes it a lot easier to clean. So if you have a bong that has a lot of diffusion in it, get yourself an ash catcher to put on the front of it, and it will be so much easier to clean. Plus your smoke will be even cleaner and cooler getting to you. Oh, starting to burn. Damn. Come on, guys. You can do it. Maybe this is why I shouldn't do bong rips and cook. Yeah, this is why I would never be high in a professional kitchen. I don't really generally get nearly this high in my own kitchen. But I'm not cooking anything important. So there's no proteins involved here. It's just taters. And these are actually intended to slowly burn anyway. Mashed taters are about done. Shut those off. Let's get them strained. Yeah, let's use the big one. That's a bit warm. There we go. And then let me go get a bowl real quick, guys. Yeah, if I had an extra backup, I'd actually just throw it in a box and send it up to you on Ash Catchers. Let me see what I've got in my collection, Gerbs. If I've do you know what size joint you have on your bong? Is it a 14 or an 18 millimeter joint? Again, one of the only places Americans speak metric. Pew-pews, bongs, and occasionally temperature. Okay. Yeah, send me a photo and kind of put your pinky next to it. Or put a finger next to it that's about the same size as the bottom of, because like this is a 14 and it's about the size of my pinky if I invert it. So my pinky, if I stick my pinky in where the pack would go, I can get about that much my pinky in. So, and on my 18, I could step up to probably my index finger and get about the same amount of my index finger in. You may have really skinny fingers. You may be able to get an index finger in a 14 or something. I don't know. But yeah, unless you have calipers and then you can measure. No part of an 18 should be 14, I think. I think it's 16, 18 or something like that. So it'll be 16 at the small end and 18 at the big end. I forget how it works. You have piano fingers? Okay. But I got to go grab a bowl to mix those taters in. There we go. Throw a stick of butter in there. Butter. Butter. Your butter. Butter. And the Jiffy. Marco, good afternoon, my friend. How you doing? Come on. And you can shut all the way off now. Just need to get that potato off there before it glued itself on. I tell you what, cut this into 4 pieces. Whoop. And should have boiled this with the potatoes at the last minute. It'll be a little strong and raw tasting, but that'll be all right. Not going to put a ton in. Use a little bit of cheddar garlic. And Oh, snap. I just remembered something, y'all. First off, need salt, so we're going to reinforce the garlic flavor with some dehydrated garlic using Lauer's garlic salt. Oh, it's over here. I remember seeing it. Wish I had some powdered rosemary. Some regular rosemary will do, because these will end up getting microwaved later, so the garlic and rosemary will have a chance to cook a little bit at that point. And who knows, I might end up making gnocchi or something out of these anyway. Get off there, come on. But I love rosemary in everything. One of my favorite smells and flavors. Rosemary and lemon together. Oh, come on. In fact, I may throw some lemon zest in here too. Start to give it a bit of that Greek potato flair. And by the way, if you didn't already know, your rosemary, you want to kind of wake it up before you put it in a pan. Even better than this would have been to put it in some oil and kind of hit it there before, and then add it to the potatoes. But just pinch it and then work it between your hands, between your palms as you release it into the potatoes or whatever. She'll do much better. You'll get a lot more flavor and smell out of it. A little bit of heavy cream. These are Fat Kid mashed potatoes, so lots of butter, lots of cream. That's vegetable stock. We'll skip out on that, but these mixed up a little bit. Get that butter melting. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be nice and lumpy too. Yeah, because some of those bigger chunks of potato still have a little bit of resistance left to them. Man, I wish I had a hand masher, but I'll use an electric, and I'll just mute it while I'm blending, because that definitely crosses the boundaries of not being ASMR. Get off of there. There you go. Oh, I don't know how this is going to work with... I may take it over there. I'll use an outlet over there and get you even further away from it. But bruise your rosemary? Yeah. Even fresh rosemary. Took the rear seats and had a skate park in there. Box rail launch ramp cover full of beverages. Oh, thank you, Gerbs. Just saw your message up there. Plenty of black pepper in your taters. I love black pepper. One of the roommates has a problem with it. Like digestive issue problem with it. Not like they have a problem with me putting black peppers and thing. It'll just cause them issues. So I leave it out and put it in at the end. So it works out anyway. But let me mute you guys so I don't deafen you, because like I said, this crosses the boundaries of ASMR. Criminal amount. Yeah, right. That's the way mine are. There we go. Caught up. So good jokes. The violence is over. Sounds like you're recommending spousal abuse. Oh, anyway, those are going to be lumpy potatoes, as expected. There's a proper way to make mashed potatoes, and there's an improper way to make mashed potatoes. That was everything the wrong way. Because it was an afterthought. Excuse me. I should have blended together the heavy cream and stock and butter and herbs and warmed them up in a saucepan first and poured that into the still hot potatoes and blended them. And they would have been slightly less lumpy than they are. As long as there's great, that's true. That is quite true, Jervis. Gravy fixes a multitude of sins. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that definitely qualifies as a season. Black is seasoned, right? Oh, up. And just straight up burn it. Oh, well. Again, there are reasons I don't generally cook high. Not this high, anyway. And yeah, like I said, the potato skins were always sacrificial. But yeah, now the house smells like slightly overcooked potato chips. Just a few of them burnt. But the bottom of the pan is quite well seasoned. let's call it well seasoned. I'll show y'all here in a minute. I gotta let these taters cool, not dry. And looks like it's been in service for a long time. Black puts hair on your chest. My dad. Your dad said that every time he burnt something. Yeah, they're not all burnt, but yeah, like I said, some of them are. Some of them are still kind of raw too, to be honest. There's one that's not horrible. There's nothing wrong with that one. Oh, hell yeah. Maybe the heavy metal makes it better. But anyway, guys, let me get that. I'll just throw these on a plate to finish cooling. And I'll show you what I did to this to kill it. And wear a napkin. We go. So 0 to 60 in one cook. There's a little bit of stuff stuck to the bottom, kind of carbonized onto there. So I'll take, there's a little chainmail, little piece of chainmail for scrubbing cast iron over here my roommate's got. I'll take that, knock that little bit off, or take some salt. I don't want to use up a bunch of salt. But take that to it, and then hit it with a little bit more oil. Oh, did it? I wasn't sure if it would come through or not, since I do have noise canceling on, so the roommate can have on music in the other room and hopefully not get me a copyright strike. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much what we got. Like I said, just hanging out, doing bong rips, reseasoning, messing around with the Liangma kitchen knives some more so I can finalize my thoughts on those and hopefully get that wrapped up. I'm probably going to record here, flip it the other direction, and record here in the kitchen. So hopefully the light is good enough in recording mode as well as live mode. I can live with this. I can fix this in post. So, but I appreciate y'all being here and hanging out with me again, having a social or two, and like I said, just spending part of your Friday with me. I appreciate y'all. So that's it for now. I will see you soon, but enjoy your weekend. Much love. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.